Hi students, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Pathan, and today I am going to explain an important concept for competitives, that is peroxy bonds. How to identify peroxy bonds and how to calculate number of peroxy bonds in given compound. By looking into molecule directly we are unable to say how many peroxy bonds are there. So you have to go for some tricks. For example, first you have to know oxidation number. Oxidation number. So if you know oxidation number, then only it is possible to identify number of peroxy bonds. Number of peroxy bonds. Here I am taking example. How many peroxy bonds present in HNO4 per nitric acid. This is the question given to you. You have to identify number of peroxy bonds. So first I given oxidation number. So in HNO4, central atom is nitrogen. Central atom is nitrogen. You go for nitrogen of atomic number 7. Atomic number 7. Configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Now you have to go for how many electrons present in valence shell. So 5 electrons are available. So -3 to +5 oxidation number range. -3 non-metal and 5 electrons. So nitrogen oxidation number -3 to 5, already we learned. So it should exhibit the oxidation number between -3 to +5 range. Now I am calculating oxidation number in HNO4. HNO4. You know very well how to calculate oxidation number. I need nitrogen. So hydrogen oxidation number 1. Nitrogen how many are there? 1. So X plus oxygen 4 into -2 equal to 0. That implies 1 plus X minus 8 equal to 0. That implies X minus 7 equal to 0. That implies X equal to +7. Am I right? So how much it got? +7. In HNO4, oxidation number of central atom nitrogen is +7. But actual range is -3 to +5 only. So it is not possible to exhibit +7. So what we have to conclude means, if the central atom calculated oxidation number is more than its range. What is the range here? -3 to +5. But how much we got? +7. So if the central atom calculated oxidation number is more than its range, then peroxy bond is present. So peroxy bond present. So how to identify peroxy bond is there or not? First we have to calculate oxidation number and we have to compare its maximum oxidation number. Nitrogen maximum oxidation number plus 5. But calculated oxidation number, how much we got? 7. So calculated oxidation number and maximum oxidation number are not in the range. That's why peroxy bond is present. Clear? So if the central atom calculated oxidation number is more than its range, then peroxy bond is present. Now, how many peroxy bonds are present? Now, how to calculate? For single central atom molecules, for single central atom molecules, number of peroxy bonds equal to calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number upon 2. This is the formula. I mentioned here for single central atom molecules only this formula you have to use. Now you apply. Calculated how much you got? 7 minus maximum oxidation number of central atom 5 by 2, that equal to 2 by 2, that equal to 1 peroxy bond is present in HNO4. No need to cross check. Directly you can go for bluntly, no problem. So first what you have to see? Central atom maximum oxidation number, then calculated oxidation number. If calculated oxidation number is more than its maximum oxidation number, you have to conclude peroxy bond is present. Now, how many peroxy bonds are present? Means for single central atom molecules, calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number by 2. Like that you can go. Clear? You can cross check for any. One more example I am taking here. Example number 2. This time I am taking CrO5, chromium peroxide. Now chromium oxidation number you go for electronic configuration. Chromium atomic number 24, you know very well. Its atomic electronic configuration argon 4s1 3d5. So how many unpaired electrons are there here? Go for, in 4s you have 1 electron and this is in 3d form and total D is 5, you know very well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 1, 6 half-filled orbitals are present. Means it can make 6 bonds. So oxidation number is plus 6. So chromium maximum oxidation number how much? Plus 6. We got now. Now calculated oxidation number. You calculate here in CrO5. Cr we need X plus oxygen. Oxygen minus 2. 5 into minus 2 equal to 0. That implies X minus 10 equal to 0. That implies X equal to plus 10. X how much you got? Plus 10. So actual oxidation number plus 6. Calculated oxidation number plus 10. Plus 10, it is impossible for any molecule in the chemistry. Now you go for, this is single central atom now. So formula, number of peroxy bonds equal to calculated oxidation number 10 minus maximum oxidation number 6 by 2. that is equal to 4 by 2, that equal to 2 peroxy bonds. So no need cross check. If anybody need, I am drawing the structure of CrO5. This is chromium, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygen atoms here. 4 oxygen, 1 oxygen above the plane. This is we are calling butterfly structure. Chromium pentoxide having butterfly structure, and in these 2 oxygens there is a peroxy bond. So what is peroxy bond? If oxygen, double bond generally, this is normal oxide bond. If oxygen bonded with a single bond like this is we are calling peroxy bond. What we are calling, instead of double bond, single bond is there in between 2 oxygen, that is peroxy bond. Peroxy bond is there, peroxide. So here see, this is 1 peroxy bond, and here second one, 2 peroxy bonds. So we got 2 only now. So how many we got? 2 peroxy bonds. Is it clear now? So first you have to calculate normal oxidation number, and then calculated oxidation number. Calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number by 2. This is for single central atom molecules. Single central atom molecules. If 2 identical or more identical central atoms are present, then what we have to do? See here, I am taking another molecule here, that is, for example, like this given somewhere, H2S2O8, number of peroxy per oxy bonds, number of peroxy bonds, H2S2O8. So sulfur here, central atom, you know sulfur very well. Sulfur atomic number 16, and its configuration you know very well. Neon 10, 4, that is 3s2, 3p4, 3s2, 3p4. Clear? 10, 12, 16. How many electrons are there in valence shell? 6 electrons are present. 3d 0 also we can show. 3d 0. So in valence shell, valence electrons are 6. That's why it can exhibit maximum plus 6 oxidation number, plus 6. And sulfur range is -2 to +6. Remember, sulfur oxidation number range -2 to +6. How -2 means? Already 6 electrons are there now. If it took 2 electron, octet it is getting, and it is moving to higher oxidation number, higher shell, that is excited state, to 3d level, and 1 electron from here and 1 electron from here it will move. 3d2, 3s1, 3p3, 3d2, total 6 you are getting. So sulfur oxidation number range -2 to +6 means maximum sulfur oxidation number +6. So now you calculate in the given molecule. Go for here, H2S2O7, 2 hydrogens, 2 into 1 plus 2x plus 8 into -2 equal to 0. That implies 2 plus 2x minus 16 equal to 0. And that implies you are getting 2x minus 14 equal to 0. 2x minus 14 equal to 0. Then x equal to 14 by 2, that implies plus 7. So actual oxidation number, how much we got? Maximum oxidation number plus 6. But calculated oxidation number, how much we got? Plus 7. So if calculated oxidation number is more than maximum oxidation number, in that peroxy bond is present. So it is clear now. So plus 6 plus 7. Plus 7 not in the range of sulfur oxidation number. So here peroxy bond is present. Now number of peroxy bonds. See here, previously single central atom. Now two central atoms are there. Number of peroxy bonds for more than one identical central atoms present. Identical atoms present. Then formula. So if more than one central atom is there, identical, formula is calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number. This is simple formula. Clear? Now you substitute the value. Calculated, how much you got? 7 minus actual maximum oxidation number 6, that equal to 1. So here one peroxy bond is present in H2S2O8. So if anybody have the doubt, you can go for the structure also. Go for here, sulfur, 2 central atom, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, OH is compulsory. So 3, 3, 6 we got. And remaining 2 oxygens are present. See here, these 2 are oxygens. Oxygen with 1 central atom. 2 central atoms here. Sulfur. Clear? This is the structure of H2S2O8. One peroxy bond is present here. Like this you can calculate for any molecule. So formula you have to remember. For single central atom, calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number. For more than one identical, means 2, 3 like that. 3 generally we don't have in the syllabus, 2 only. Calculated oxidation number minus maximum oxidation number. Is it clear now? I am giving one more example. H2 SO5. H2SO5. So sulfur here range is -2 to +6. Now you calculate here how much you are getting. This is the range of sulfur. You calculate how much you are getting. 2 plus x minus 10 equal to 0. That implies x minus 8 equal to 0. That implies x equal to +8. So actual oxidation number +6 maximum, but we got +8. So peroxy bond is present. Now this is single central atom now. Single central atom means what I given? Number of peroxy bonds equal to calculated oxidation number 8 minus maximum oxidation number 6 by 2 for single central atom. That equal to 2 by 2. That equal to 1. One peroxy bond is present in H2SO5. So if anybody want to cross check, I am drawing the structure also. Central atom sulfur, one double bond, one OH group. This is the basic unit in sulfur oxy acids. And remaining, how many are there? 2 gone. 2 gone, we gone here 2. And you go for central atom. For central atom, another oxygen we have double bond, and here one oxygen, and you go for one OH here. This is the structure I explained already. And here 2 oxygens are bonded with a single bond. This is one peroxy bond. One peroxy bond. Like this, for any you can calculate easily. Clear? And this, if you have any difficulty, please make a comment in comment box. I will clarify your doubt, and thank you.